Welcome back to 60 Seconds.
Well, we did what we could, but we still can't hear a thing. Damn it. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope this lasts. Ted's stomach's rumbling. Don't have food. I don't have food, Mr. Eat and Drink Something 4 days in a row. God. Alright, Mary Jane, you're gonna get water, because that's all I have to give you. That's all I can give you, so deal. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. Blah, did you already do this to me before? You sure did. There, use the radio. Let's see what happens. Maybe, just maybe, the military... I think I'll be hearing some noises. Maybe the military will show up? We knew it! The government has not fallen! They're coming to save us! They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to wait for further instructions. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Today's been fine for Dolores. Ted is hungry. I don't have food, so either go and kill the crocodile and eat that, or go after whatever that creature was. You still got a gun and a fire axe. Ted is thirsty. Alright, well, you'll get some water then, because that's all I can give you, my dude. We've been hearing strange noises lately. It's coming from the outside, or is it something that came into the shelter with us? Could it be? We found nothing. We feel like we might be going crazy. We should probably get busy with something to keep us occupied. Well, here's the game. Play the checker... Yeah, play cards. You should be fine. Y'all are fine. Y'all are messy as all AF, but whatever. Having some fun made us forget about... What was that again? Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for long. Dolores is pretty fatigued. Ted's stomach is rumbling. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Dolores, I'm gonna get you some juice. Oh no, spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that they have all the same rights to the shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. It's time we changed that. I already used our fantastic bug juice on our radioactive roach friends, so... Eat the spiders! It's food, it's protein, it's good for you. Put hair on your chest. Please be Timmy. Oh, he's back! And he is... Oh, everybody's kind of wasting away, oh crap. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. We found the Tencent Hotel in ruins, but there was plenty to look through. Pieces of furniture, suitcases, and other hotel supplies were scattered all over the place. Now we know the secret of their restaurant chef. It's tomato soup! No wonder they were a 5-star hotel. Well, we got food now! Alright! Every room was stocked with water bottles for guests. A few of them remained relatively untouched by the explosion. One of the luggage bags was filled with a wide array of different flashlight models. Excited, we tried them all, but only one was in any working condition. Alright, Mary Jane is hungry. Okay, Mary Jane needs food and water. Timmy needs... Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Oh boy, okay. So, Mary Jane needs food. Timmy needs food. Ted needs food. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Ted is really tired. I want cake. Okay, so Dolores is fine. She's just tired. Okay, here, we finally have food. A young man paid us a visit today. He told us a story of his brave twin sister who went missing while spying on a nearby bandit camp. He said that while these circumstances are far from perfect, they were in fact meaning to contact us eventually and meet us. He believes his sister was discovered and is currently held captive in that camp. He has a few men, but he could use all the help he can get. Should we help him out? I think the only person that could possibly go is Dolores? I think? Timmy just came back. Is it Dolores? No, she's too tired. I don't think anybody can go. Dolores can't go. She's too tired. Okay, well, send Mary Jane. She hasn't gone. Oh, no, I lie. Send Ted. Send Ted. Goodbye. To 8:30. My god, we've actually done something. Everybody's looking real. We have no more food anymore. Oh my god. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her a weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. It's a crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We need to find her something to drink. Timmy should eat. Dolores has not eaten in a while. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, well, too bad! Too bad! Too bad! I don't want to hear it. We got nothing. Who needed a drink? Mary Jane needs a drink. Oh, we got a little bit of food. I guess give it to Ted to keep him from going absolutely insane. I don't know. I got all this water. Fast for a while. Y'all will be alright. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. Y'all can't go. No one can go. Ted's in no condition to go outside. Dolores is too exhausted to go out. Mary Jane should regain her strength before going out. If Timmy goes out right now, he might die. Well, doesn't that suck? It's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. These terrible light bulbs are not helping. Too bad we can't replace them. There has to be something else we can do about this. Just peek your head outside every once in a while. You don't have to go out. Just look. Oh, they're not going to survive for much longer. Where is the government? They said every couple of days. Oh, no. Oh, Ted. That is sad, man. At this point, if nobody goes out, and unless someone stops by and gives us food, they're gonna start eating each other. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Timmy should eat something. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Dolores has not eaten for a while. She also needs water. And Ted has gone crazy. I don't know what to... I don't mean for this to happen, but when y'all just do the things on purpose and I can't help you, then you have just helped yourself not be helpful. Did that make any sense? And still, no one can leave because they're all too weak or crazy now. Oh no. A coded note was left on our doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers, some sort of cipher that will need to be cracked before we can read the letter. Dolores seems eager for this challenge, however, it's hard to tell how long this could take her, and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? Might as well. What are we gonna do at this point? Might as freaking well. Timmy's gonna be the first to go. That boy's looking like a chicken wing every day. Oh no. Dolores instantly sat down with the code and started working on it with a purpose. She looks very focused. Let's hope the note is worth staying up all night. Dolores looks very tired already. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Timmy should eat something. Dolores would really love to eat something. Then go get some food. All Ted wishes for is some water. Well, I can give you that much. Whoops. Because that's all you're gonna get, boo-boo. And no one can leave. Still. Oh. After Dolores returned from the last expedition, she was complaining of a minor foot injury. It might have been her right foot or maybe her left foot, one of them anyway. It seemed irrelevant at the time, but now both of her feet are swollen. We need to do something about it. She still has feet. Okay. It's not what I thought was gonna happen. If there was one thing we would never consider, it would be cutting off any part of Dolores with an axe. Not only would she object to this, she would probably take matters and the axe into her own hands. It was in our best interest to avoid such a situation. We did use the heated axe blade to clean her wounds, and the infection seems to be fading away. The operation wasn't pretty, though, and we damaged our axe. Oh, damn it! We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy should eat something. Timmy fell sick. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, he's sick for sure. Dolores is not eating for a while. Ted is hungry. Well, tough chicken titties. I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing. Because no one can leave. What? Today, we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own throat. The last we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason, we don't really trust him. Okay. Well, no one's really injured at the moment. How about we try the suitcase, I guess? For a checkerboard when we have cards, I think we'll be okay. The weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches on a stick covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks looked pretty disgusting, so we turned them down. But we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. Mary Jane is hungry. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy prefers apple juice, but could use some water. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores will not last long without water. Ted is hungry. Maybe you shouldn't have been so picky and ate the cockroach on a stick then. It took several days and a lot of silent cursing, but Dolores finally cracked the code. Impressive! The note contains detailed directions for some secret location nearby, but it also says Dolores must show up alone. She says she's willing to go, but we can't help wondering whether it's some sort of trap. Should she risk it? Yes! Just go! At this point, she's gonna die. Just go! Go! Or give it to Mary Jane. Out of all four of us, she's the only... Oh, no. What is wrong with Ted? He looking kind of green. I think he's sick. Timmy, you spread your sickness! Mary Jane is hungry. Timmy needs food. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Where is water when Ted needs it? Ted became infected with something. It's called Timmyitis. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yeah, if that's what's making you sick, do it. Oh, I just realized that his sock puppet was sick too. Oh? She came back. She found food! Oh my god. Oh no, the radio broke! God! We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. What happened next nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazed rodent, a reptile or whatever this crazy mad creature was, leapt out and started jumping all over the damn shelter. It was everywhere. We couldn't catch it. Before we could do anything, it pushed our radio off the table and went back in the hole it crawled from. We never saw it again. Let the complaining and nagging begin yet again. Dolores came back looking relaxed and carrying extra supplies. The note was written by her dear old friend Peggy, who now inhabits a shelter together with other work colleagues of Dolores. She claims it was some sort of secretary job from before she married Ted. It's weird how little we know about that time in her life. She's quite a private person, our dear Dolores, but clearly, all these years ago, she made friends for life. These supplies will surely prove useful. Awesome. We're glad to see Dolores back from the wasteland. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Everyone has to drink sometimes. Okay, so food and water for Mary Jane. You know what? At this point, let's give everybody a little bit of something. Because this is all we got. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. Oh, Dolores is in pretty good shape. Then we're doing this. Dolores, honey, I hate to break it to you, but you're going. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments in close quarters. Doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. We all will finally have eaten something. We at least made it to day 37. That's... Oh, she's sick now. God dang it. Oh. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Mary Jane is hungry. Timmy is hungry. Dolores really would love to eat something. Dolores came down with a sickness. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Oh, no. Oh, wait. What are you doing? I didn't even press the... Oh, no, she went. She went. Or did she die? What am I not understanding here? What happened? It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy should eat something. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Okay, Ted's stomach is rumbling. No. We have one food left. Too bad. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple, one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we could get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. No, we don't have food to trade. Goodbye. This little half a cup of tomato soup is ours. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying it out loud. Timmy is very hungry. There is no time. Timmy has to be treated for his injuries before it's too late. Timmy, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell any of y'all. Y'all ain't getting squat. When we hear a knock at the door and decide to open, our heart rate always goes up a bit. Fortunately, this time it wasn't some bloodthirsty raiders, but the brother and sister that we befriended some time ago. They're quite ambitious. Together with their group, they're trying to construct a few houses and make a small camp. If we have an axe, we could help them with the construction. Unfortunately, we used our fire axe to help some kind of infection that Dolores got on her feet, and that destroyed the fire axe? Must have been some, like, weird radioactive stuff that melted it like alien's blood or something, cause, ew. It's unfortunate, but we don't have any tools, and we can't just chop wood with our bare hands, no matter how determined we are. Unless you play Minecraft, then you absolutely can. We had to refuse. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like a great idea. Timmy prefers apple juice, but could use some water. There is no time. Timmy has to be treated for his injuries before it's too late. Sorry. Ted does. Okay, so just water for everybody. Cool. Timmy noticed his old telescope in a pile of rubble on the other side of the street. He got really excited about stargazing again. After all, the night sky is one of the very few things that still looks about the same after the blast. Should we let Timmy go out and stare pointlessly at the sky? Considering he ain't gonna last much longer, absolutely. Go stare at the stars, Timmy, because it's probably gonna be the last time you ever do. And Dolores is back, and oh my god, everybody just looks awful. How is Mary Jane the only one that's not sick? But we have food now! We have food, but we don't have any kind of first aid. Timmy came back claiming he saw a mustached man on the moon. What nonsense is this? It was probably just a smudge on the lens. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. I might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. We spotted an untouched store with many products inside. Even food different than tomato soup, a real treat in these post-apocalyptic times. We were about to reach it. A terrible noise made us stop in our tracks. Something heavy fell straight from the sky, crashing into the store and destroying it completely. After dust settled, we realized we were looking at a spaceship, just like in Timmy's comics. Could it be Saucerman from Mars? Then why does it bear American flag on the side and the logo something called Astro Citizen? Could it be infiltration? Crafty little alien buggers. Nice, that's actually an add-on for their 60 parsecs, which is a sequel to their 60 seconds game, where you do a space version of it instead. Under a bunch of metal space junk, we found a tired old teddy bear and some supplies. The bear looked disappointed. We ended up turning him around. We could not handle his judgmental button eyes and got some food. Someone stuffed a bunch of items into a big sock. Not sure how the sock made it through the crash, but it somehow succeeded at protecting the supplies. And we got another food. All right. We were tempted to take a bunch of jewelry that was rolling around the debris, but what would we do with it? Exactly. It would have absolutely no value. Instead, we adopted some things that survived thanks to being stuck in an empty space helmet. I'm guessing that's a comic book. Oh no, it's a Boy Scout book. Okay, and some water. Mary Jane has rested. Timmy is hungry. I can't treat your injuries, my dude. We're not certain about the situation. Let's send Mary Jane. She's the only one that hasn't come down with something, so why not? How about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing? Yeah, no, we already know this one. Oh, is Ted looking better, I guess? I'm not sure, because we're finally able to feed him. We can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. Mary Jane isn't worried. Timmy is very hungry. There's no time. Timmy has to be treated for his injuries. I don't know what to tell you. Dolores has not eaten for a while. So, okay. So, food for Dolores. Ted is hungry. Alright, so food for Mom and Dad. Gun. Because why not? Alright, so Mary Jane, a rifle, have a safe time. Uh-oh. I don't think Timmy made it. I think Timmy's finally gone. We couldn't do anything about Timmy's wounds. They got worse and worse until eventually he got fed up and left. He left? Excuse me? That's not how that works. All that remains of him is a note explaining that we are lousy parents and that he will be back when he becomes the warlord of the wasteland. Okay, because that's what happens. You just are so injured that you leave. Every day, Ted is becoming more and more absent-minded. Since early this morning, he has been completely committed to reading a newspaper, or rather something that he seemed to think was a newspaper. Our toilet tissue. He seemed very interested in it, so we didn't want to drag him away from his reading. He had to answer a call of nature, but then he accidentally reached for our map. Suffice to say, it's unusable now. Absolutely unusable. However, Ted didn't seem to be very bothered by it, and when we tried to make him realize what he'd done and take back the toilet paper, he just muttered that he might lend it to us when he's finished. My god. I mean, he went crazy how many weeks ago? Dolores would love to eat something. Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something or this bunker will drive him. What are we supposed to do? Play a game? You can't really fix that. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty-looking rifle, but she hailed us in polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter, tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were to help her out, she would pay us back in a while. I got nothing for you. Oh, wait, did I just have Mary Jane leave with a rifle with no ammo? Oh my god. That's gonna suck if that's the case. An armed person who murders things for a living? Giant mutated spiders in our neighborhood? We don't want to have anything to do with this stuff. Goodbye, lady. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Where is water when Ted needs it? Okay, so water for the cranky people. The wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of our door, knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Don't have either thing! We don't even have a checkerboard anymore. Go away. How have I made it to day 45 with all this nonsense? Seriously. We could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it! We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. Haven't done anything for freaking Ted's sickness either. Is she gonna believe and become a warlord of the wasteland as well? Is there gonna be this weird, like, gingery duo of Dolores and Timmy, and they're gonna, like, or no, actually, wouldn't they be rivals because she's the parent and he was all upset about that noise, probably? Dolores has been awful silent. Is there anything that we can do to help her? We can give her a Boy Scout book to read. Maybe that would actually help y'all survive a little bit. I don't know. They're gonna die off due to disease or something. There's no way they're gonna survive this. Giving Dolores a book seemed like a good idea, but she was too tired and too sad to read anything. We hope she gets better soon. Dolores is doing quite well, or she just can't find anything to complain about today. Either we get Ted medicine or we never see him eat another can of soup. Hurry! Ted seems to be losing it. Either we do something or the bunker will drive him completely insane. I don't know what to tell you. I can't fix crazy. Alright, we're technically in a padded room made of metal, so if he bounces off of it, he's probably just gonna ricochet everywhere. I don't know what to tell you. We're kind of worse for wear at the moment. I am going to feed and water Dolores. She's not, well, no, she's sick, but, like, maybe this will help her? Maybe she'll, like, work through it? I don't know how that works. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. How? You're surviving. You really don't need cheerfulness. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Ted needs water. Ted's losing his damn mind. I don't have medicine. I don't know what to freaking tell you. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? You know what? Yes. What do you have to lose at this point? Just eat them. Maybe it'll cure you. Maybe it'll be a form of penicillin. I don't freaking know. Just eat it. Oh no. Mary Jane is now crazy. She looks like she's a chicken. Those were delicious. Our only concern is that they were glowing in the dark. And now we are too, for that matter. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. We found our way to a nearby hospital, which despite heavy structural damage, is still standing. We got more food, yeah! The site wasn't pretty though. What used to be inside the hospital is now all over the place. Whatever survived the blast wave anyway. The canteen had a respectable supply of tomato soup. It looks like this was the only thing they fed their patients. Now we're 100% sure it's healthy. This whole town just must love tomato soup if it's the only food they're finding. There are plenty of bottles of liquid. Oh, alright, we got more water, and we got a first aid kit. Might actually be able to save Ted. Or Dolores. Probably Dolores, because I think Ted's about to lose his damn mind anyways. It wasn't hard to find fully equipped first aid kit. Nice. One of the dead patients had an axe sticking. Oh, so we got the fire axe. So much for our rifle, it got damaged during our expedition. Oh. Mary Jane's diet could use some food. Mary Jane went nuts. Okay. Dolores is still quite ill. Either we give Ted medicine or we never see him eat another can of soup. You know what? I'm not too concerned about that. Gonna help you. And we're gonna help you. And there we go. The state of the... Oh, we can send Ted out even though he's absolutely bonkers? Ted, you might be able to save face yet. A group of doctors knocked on our door today requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Should we help them? Just give them one bottle, I guess. Day 49. How? A bottle of relatively clean water is the closest we will ever get to hydrogen peroxide. The guests were grateful anyway. Mary Jane's diet could use some food. Dolores was cured from her illness. Thank you. Either we get Ted medicine, it's not gonna happen. Oh god. We need to send Teddy Boy outside, and we're gonna give him... I guess we'll give him the fire axe, why not? Onwards, my crazy man! Maybe that's why he's kinda gone crazy, because he's been cooped up in the shelter for so long, but they are saying that he needs medicine, so maybe we'll find some freaking medicine, I don't know. You know, I just realized that we sent out a crazed man that has a sock puppet on his left hand, and we just armed him with a fire axe and threw him out into the radioactive wastelands. Should be fine. Mary Jane's diet could use some food. Dolores is quite calm. Ted left. Hopefully he'll be back. Maybe not. Either way, it could be fine. When we hear a knock on the... we don't have the fire axe. Oh no! We hear a knock at the door and decide to open. Our heart rate always goes up. Fortunately, this time it wasn't some bloodthirsty raiders, but it was the brother and sister. Dang it. Next time, I'm just gonna send him with the gas mask, because every time we do this, I need the freaking fire axe. We apologize for not being able to help at this time. Maybe we can find an axe soon and join the fun, but right now we have no way of helping these folks. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. If there's one thing we need, it's water. Okay, so water for the ladies. Got it. Enjoying the little things in life is important in any situation, so when Mary Jane found some seeds in the shelter, she got really excited. See, a good bunker will also have some form of greenhouse effect that you can grow your own food as well. Very important. She thinks that with a little luck and enough water and soil, we might be able to grow our own food. We don't know if these are vegetable seeds, but if they are, planting them might be worth a shot. Shall we use a bottle? Yes. Do it, do it, do it. That does leave us without water, though. I kind of think I messed up on that part. But maybe what's-his-face will come back with water. I don't know. Here goes nothing. Soil needs water. We'll see what happens in a few days' time. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into some useless flower. Mary Jane isn't mentally stable. She seems to have lost the ability to reason normally. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written, so everybody's fine. Cool. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Knock, knock! This sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. Should we open the door? Sure. At this point, what else do we have to lose? Not much. Looking around. Government? Dang it. I was hoping it was the government, but because our thing... Water! Yeah! Woo! A group of travelers wearing gas masks and carrying some serious-looking equipment gave us purified water. Before we could thank them, they turned away and left. Mary Jane still acts quite peculiarly. Wow, I can't say that word to save my life. Not the happy, bright young lady she used to be. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. It means we need a first aid kit to help Mary Jane, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's not something we're looking forward to. I wouldn't either, but considering that a lot of this is the way it is because people wouldn't move and your house was atrocious, I'm still not letting up on that either. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, water is what Mary Jane needs. Dolores has to drink. Alright, so water for the ladies. 1 minute, it was all fine, and then the next we were at each other's throats. How did this happen? This is insane. We need to get a grip on ourselves if we're going to survive this. Let's just sleep on it. How have we made it this far? This is, like, impressive and insane all at the same time. It was very unwise of Ted to walk right into the hands of a gang of filthy bandits camped nearby. He is not coming back. You dingleberry. And you have my fire axe. He was insane anyways. That's probably gotta be it. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores would really like to eat something. It is just us two girls, and one of said girls is nuts. Dolores' state is too feeble. We can't let her go. God dang it. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna give her water then, too. And we don't think Mary Jane should go outside. Oh my god, the guys are gone. Damn it! I should not have sent him out with that fire axe! Bandits are at the door, promising us the worst fate if we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make a stand or surrender. God! Oh, this is it. This is it right here. We're dead. Oh, no! Are you serious? Wait! They just left Mary Jane? Because she's crazy? Oh, instead of murdering us all and robbing our supplies like we expected them to, the bandits grabbed Dolores and pulled her out of the shelter, kicking and screaming. Damn you, bandits! Dolores will make you pay for this. We're sure of it. This is madness. Apparently Mary Jane is so bothered by her nightmares she refuses to even close her eyes for fear of seeing the monstrosities that are troubling her. In a desperate attempt to break free from them, Mary Jane decided to swallow the batteries from our flashlight. According to her, it was supposed to give her enough energy to stay awake for at least a week. Although we find her idea highly unlikely to succeed, she seems very lively today. She's sitting up straight and staring at us with her eyes wide open. However, she does keep muttering something about humanoid mutants inside the shelter. She's not doing very well. I made it to 56 days before I was left with the chicken girl! Dang it. This was a lot of fun. I don't know that things would have gone any better. So I really enjoyed playing this game. It was a lot of fun. I feel like things would have been better if I could have actually grabbed everything, or if the bunker already had stuff in it like they're supposed to. And maybe, just maybe, when the sirens are going off, the parents and the kiddies would know to go into the bunker. That's kind of like the #1 rule when it comes to stuff like that. Do they not teach this in schools anymore? Jeez. But I digress. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more. Let's hear them. We survived for 56 days. That ain't bad considering all things that happened. Battlegrounds! Woo! Yeah! I'll see you guys in the next episode.